The Lord be with you.
And also with you.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Jesus said to the crowd, I am the living bread which has come down from heaven. Anyone who eats this bread will live forever. And the bread that I shall give is my flesh for the life of the world. Then the Jews started arguing with one another. How can this man give us his flesh to eat? They said. Jesus replied, I tell you most solemnly, if you do not eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, you will not have life in you. Anyone who does eat my flesh and drink my blood has eternal life, and I shall raise him up on the last day. For my flesh is real food, my blood is real drink. He who eats my flesh and drinks my blood lives in me, and I live in him. As I am sent by the living Father, myself draw life from the Father, so whoever eats me will draw life from me. This is the bread come down from heaven, not like the bread our ancestors ate. They are dead. But anyone who eats this bread will live forever. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
There is an old internet story about 3 friends who went to a house for a visit. And when the 3 friends arrived at that particular house, they found that it was only the mother, and her daughter was inside the room, and the father was not yet in. And so these 3 friends asked the woman, where is your husband? And the woman said, he's still at work. And so these 3 friends waited until the man could get home. At 5 o'clock in the afternoon, the man of the house arrived. And of course, these 3 friends asked them, we are here to be invited in your house. And I would like to introduce my 2 friends. Said the first one. This one is success. The other one is wealth. And I am love. And he was smiling very beautifully. And then he told them, okay, you may choose whom to invite. Any of us. But only one can be invited. And so the father said, I think I would invite success, because that is what I need right now, to be successful in my life, and for my daughter also, to be successful in her life. But the woman said, no, I will choose wealth. That way you don't have to work. We will have everything that we need. And then the daughter said, I think we should choose love, because that is sadly missing in our home. And so they agreed, the 3 of them agreed to choose to invite love. And when love went inside the house, they were surprised that both success and wealth followed. And so the woman asked, I thought only one can be invited. Yes. She said, had you invited success, only he can enter. Had you invited wealth, only he can enter. But since you invited love, I can bring along success and wealth in your house. My dear friends, this story is as old as it seems, but the message remains the same for us now. And if you look at the readings of today, the first, the second, and the gospel, you will notice that there is a thread that somehow connects all the readings, and that is wisdom. The ability to discern, to decide, and to do. I would say further, it is the ability to discern prayerfully, to decide prudently, and to do it perseveringly. The first one, to discern prayerfully, that is somehow expressed in the second reading, that we do not drug ourselves with wine that is simply dissipation, but we should be filled with the Spirit. We ask the enlightenment of the Spirit in whatever we do. I think that is the first step of wisdom. The second step is equally important, and that is to decide prudently. And precisely, that is also what is mentioned in the first reading. How wisdom itself lays our table for those who can partake of it. And Jesus in the good news somehow invites us to recognize that He is the only one who can give eternal life to us, His body and blood. And the third one, to do it perseveringly, that is the challenge for us. Because many times we can always start, but we do not want to continue. Or we easily are carried away by problems, by difficulties in life. And I think these three, discernment, decision, and deed, they should be followed by prayer, prudence, and perseverance. As we celebrate all the wonderful events, the birthday of Agnes, and Ascension, the mother, like daughter.
Yeah, nga.
And as we celebrate also our Centennial, we have 100 years in the Philippines of the SVDs. And as we call to mind also the mother of Cesar, Rosario. She has a namesake of my mother also. My mother's name is also Rosario. We ask the Lord to really bless each of us, and for the different families that are gathered here now. I know that all of us are struggling somehow in one form or the other. My name is Felix Ferrer. They call me Father Lex. I come from Tagaytay. And I am here only on loan for one semester. I'm teaching now at the Yara Theological Union, just near Box Hill. It is in Albion, Divine Word Missionaries, in the Doris Maro College. And for one semester, I'm teaching now the integrity of creation and fundamental theology. And hopefully, I could also share with my students, especially the rich experiences that I have in the missions, and of course, our culture in the Philippines. I'm very happy to be here. Of course, I would like to extend my stay, but I'm supposed to teach also already back home in December, but when I go home, I will be leaving December 14. So everything is already set, and I'm going to teach them ecclesiology, so they're already waiting for me. Because the one who was supposed to take my place got a heart attack. So anyway, I ask the Lord to bless each of us.